Okay, start. Right, left. Right, left. Start. Oh, for fuck's sakes. They certainly got this fucking thingy better sorted in Demon Souls. Oh, can't I just fucking edit these? Options. Of course not. Jesus Christ. Oh really, my god. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, and welcome to my Demon Souls playthrough. On this episode we shall be completing the first part of the first world, Palace of Boletaria. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. By the way, I should say that I'm going to testing out another microphone configuration, so yeah, tell me how that's going. Okay, so here we are in the first world of Boletaria. Well, the first level of Demon Souls. There was a cutscene that you get when you first come here, but unfortunately there was an interruption in my first recording that means that I haven't actually got well, that bit to show you, so I apologise for that. So we'll start by just killing everything, moving through the level. Okay. Oh, at least we're gonna be able to heal if I may screw up again. So as well as missing the cutscene, you also missed me nearly get killed. Okay, there's a failed roll backstab. So yeah, I gotta get used to a lot of this again. Yeah, we won't try and parry one of these. That's... well, I'm probably gonna die if I try doing that. In fact, I'm half dead already. Okay, I can't... okay, so... oh shit! And let's just start using this already. Let's... yep. Ah. Why the hell did he go all the way over there when I parried him? Okay, he will ignore us for now. Ah, Jesus Christ. How I miss poise on this game. Well, I guess it wouldn't really matter much if I didn't screw up what I was trying to do so often. Okay, so around here there is an well, it's kind of like an ambush, you can see it coming. Let's see if I can trick a couple of these guys to jump to their deaths. That'll be one. Same. AI improvement is definitely going to be one of the more interesting things are going to change on. They should be changing for Dark Souls 2. Okay, sorry for the small edit just there. There was a interruption again. So yeah, let's carry on. Okay, there is actually a ambush just around this corner, which shouldn't be too fucking difficult, and of course I go straight for the ambush that you're supposed to get hit by and then completely miss the obvious one. Oh, that's super uninteresting. So you don't actually step in with the two-handed attack with the broadsword on this one. That's going to be a pain in the arse later. What did I just pick up? Oh, fire bombs. They will come in useful for the boss. Okay, now we're on something that some slightly more difficult enemies. Oh, fucking hell, he still hit me. Oops. And we are probably going to end up wasting a lot of my grass doing this. Okay, let me see. There's a guy just there, but we want to go down here to start with. Soul items, and there should be a mail breaker, which is pretty much about as useless on this game as it was on Dark Souls. And there's not really much point to pick it up beyond shits and giggles. Oh shit. It must be the... oh fuck. Don't let him hit me because that will hurt a lot. I should speak more because see, I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing, which isn't really helping since I just ran straight into a firebomb attack I knew was coming. I like the spear for its reach on this. Okay, so this is well, this will be open very shortly, and when we trigger a trap just a little bit further on, and that's actually something of interest for me at the minute, since it's going to be probably my primary weapon for a portion of the game. Ah! And there is my first death. Probably the most stupid way possible that I could have died as well. So here we are, right back at the beginning again. Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward the run back. Okay, so here I am, back to where I died. Let's try not to get myself killed like that again. But it's almost inevitable, it will happen again. This. Oh, no, that's okay. Oh, I'm getting quite a few fire bombs as well, that's good. Okay. And here we are. The almost obvious trap. That's, well, it's an obvious trap. And that will give me access to this. A bastard sword. Now, can we actually use this? Of course we aren't able to use it one-handed. But yeah, again, this is a no shield playthrough, and I'm going to be two-handing most of my weapons anyway, so it's not really an issue. Gotta like the great sword moveset on this game a little bit more than the one in Demon's Souls. No, Dark Souls, I mean. Oh, crap. Because, yeah, I like the horizontal swings. Bolts. Okay, so over here we have a side passage. Well, not a side passage. And ahead there is a Red-Eye Knight. Similar to the blue-eyed ones, except from they hit a lot harder. Yeah, I will not be going that way, because he will pretty much destroy me in a straight-up fight, and I can't be bothered to exploit the AI to keep backstabbing him. So we'll go and meet his much easier blue cousin. And I don't have much stamina. Oh, no you don't, you little fucker. And there's a failed backstab. Okay, next. We'll jump down here. To get the light crossbow, which will serve as our first ranged weapon, and I'll just kick that bastard off there. I'll not kick him, but you get the general idea. So, great. Sorry for not having anything particularly interesting to say on this. But yeah, commentary isn't exactly the thing that I'm used to at the minute. So yeah, I'm going to run down here to open up our first shortcut. And I'm going to let these idiots kill themselves. The second point is that there's a pretty valuable ring at the bottom of this tower that I would very much like. Oh Jesus, and I nearly did it again. See, I promise you, by the end of this level I'd have probably rolled off another ledge and killed myself. Slave shield, don't need it. It's actually pretty bad anyway. Oh shit! Oh bollocks! Yeah. That's the problem with large weapons. You swing it and there's a wall in the way. And this game was a lot worse for letting walls hit you. Well, not hit you, but block your attacks. Oh my god! These guys are gonna fucking kill me at this point. Oh, turpentine. That'll come in useful. So yeah, I'm sure you've already got an idea of how this Let's Play is gonna end up going. Oh, for God's sakes. Let's just backstab him and have done with it. Oh, and here's another one. Screw it, we'll just take the stun and do that. I'll be able to farm more grass later. Oh, God's sakes. Clearly not exactly doing well at this game. And here we are, the King Ring. Probably the most important ring in the game, since it lets us get 3/4 of our health when we're in soul form instead of half. So yeah, now my mistakes ain't gonna be punished so much. So let's continue advancing through the game, which is through the fog wall. Okay, here we are. Okay, this is actually the proper way we're supposed to go, right here. But I want to get down there to help Strava in a minute, so we'll do that soon. Oh, bloody hell. Damn it. Which we can simply do by climbing over the edge here. And we get our second most important ring for now, which is the Thief Ring, which is somewhat like the Ring of Fog.
That was a bold jump. A surprise indeed. Well, now that you are here, pray thee, fend off these dreglings.
Okay, so we have a couple of choices here at the minute.
That was a bold jump.
The first one
well
is, of course, we jump down and we try and actually fight them normally. It's not too much of a bad idea, but with that many, the chances of them stun locking me to death is quite good. Secondly is I can use my crossbow, which I wonder if I can still, nope, of course I can't roll with it, and just stand up here and shoot them. Personally, I'm going to go for solution number 3.
What on earth are you doing?
Which is just boot him down there and leave him to fight for himself. No, he looks okay so far. And I guess we'll help him by killing at least one of these. Okay, let's see what he has to give us.
My thanks for your brave rescue. I am Ostrava of Boletaria. Accept this as a token of my gratitude.
And he has given us a telescope for all our troubles. Yeah, not worth it, dude. Really not. I'm here to trigger the ambush. See, Ring of Fog, they can't barely even notice us. We are another night, which we can basically walk right up to normally. Oh, bugger! And of course I'm one-handed my weapon, so I can basically do no damage at all with it. Oh shit. Bad place to heal, bad place to heal. We'll just kind of run over here and let him ignore us for a minute. Now that his aggro is reset, I can just simply walk right up to him and do this. Ring of Fog works, not Ring of Fog, Thief's Rings works wonders. And we get more healing items, which is quite obvious. Going to be useful for me at the minute, since I'm doing pretty gosh darn bad. And I have my first dex weapon, a scimitar, which... here we are. Looks a bit different from it does in Dark Souls, doesn't it? And the moveset's pretty well, the moveset's more or less the same for one-handed. Well, not quite true. See, two-handed, reasonably similar. Yeah, it's reasonably the same. It's a bit more fluid though. And we'll get him as he's getting back up, because you don't have any protection while the animation for standing back up is playing in this one. Very abusable in PvP. Oh, and he's still just running around killing everything.
What on earth are you doing?
Oh shit.
Please, you must not.
Oh, fucking hell. Have I aggroed him yet? Jesus Christ. I should be careful. And there's a lot of them down here. There we go. That's not so bad. Oh, bloody hell. Lock on fail. Which is one of my biggest complaints about Demon Souls, is how annoying it is to actually lock onto the guy you want to hit, or at least the one closest to you. Let's see, what am I at? Item 13, 40 out of 98. Let's just drop these slave shields. Because they're not really going to be useful. Okay, so ditch the Basque telescope, as yet again it is pretty much useless. It's actually very bad in this one. Okay, so Jesus Christ. Fuck, this is not going to turn out well. Okay. It's not doing too bad. I think the Feast Ring saved my ass there. For, well, obvious reasons. Mostly the hit reset there. Aggro when they lost sight of me. Oh my god. Yeah, I am doing really bad. It's been a while. Maybe I should just switch back to my broadsword. Oh. Now I like the amount of area I can cover with this. Let's get rid of him. And we'll just roll round his attack and then backstab him. And get him as he's standing back up. So that's that covered. And I have a grand soul. Okay, sorry about that. I had to. There was a short break just there that where I needed to do something. So yeah, there. I had to just quickly stop and restart the recording. Okay, so let's move down here. Okay, so down here we have, well, quite a lot of enemies. What is nice and convenient though is that there is a trap that well, most new players don't actually know about it, but if something hits this, then it opens up and lets all these balls out. And I actually died the first time playing this for exactly that reason. One of the crossbow guys shot straight up there and hit it, and I got trapped and died. Okay, so off in the distance we can see one of the dragons. There are two dragons in this in the Boletarian Palace. One we will see in a minute, the other one we don't really see until right at nearer the end. Oh, bloody hell. They really like bloody hitting me, don't they? Whoa. But yeah. So if we run down there, there is quite a lot of stuff down here that we can actually pick up. But as you can probably guess already, if we go anywhere near it, that red one just there will breathe fire and most likely kill us. So what we need to do is get the red one to move, and there's a scripted reason why it would. So yeah, long bridge and some dragons. I'm sure you can already see where this is going. Okay, we should be safe about here. Let's just quick. Yeah, but it's going for a second run, so now we can run right back here quickly and pick up some of them items. Now there is a realistic chance I might actually end up dead doing this as well. So yeah, if we're quick. Okay, the purple flame shield, which is a great shield. Here it is. Okay, let's get down here and get running. See, we've managed to grab some things. Now, I believe there is a ring of great strength, I think it is, but it allows you increases your current equip burden, and it will come in handy later on. So I would actually rather like to get that. But that means that I'm having to get a little bit too close for comfort with the dragon's tail. So we'll get this, trigger this one to come and breathe fire again, and we will repeat what we've just done. And I didn't hear it breathe fire, so it's probably on its way back already, which is not what I want it to do. Yep, there it is. Oh my god, why can't they just behave? now breathe fire like a good little dragon. There we go. So another possibility is if I had enough arrows, I could just stand here and pelt it with arrows until it fucks off. But that takes up a lot of time and okay. Ooh. There we go. Now roll the fuck off the edge here. There we go. Hopefully that ring will be worth it soon, because I'd like to actually be able to carry more than what I've got. And soon after we beat the boss we should be human, so I'll have my full health, which will free up a ring slot. Okay, so I guess I should might as well take this time at the minute to talk about something else. The Dark Souls 2E3 trailer came out not long ago. That came out yesterday, at the time of this recording. My impressions, well, it looks better. It definitely looks a lot better. Well, graphically, of course. I'm not. Oh, fucking hell, you bastards! For fuck's sakes. And what I wouldn't do to have my sword just be a tiny bit longer than that. But yeah, say graphically it looks a lot better. I mean, now it actually has what appears to be actual cloth physics, so that'll be good. There is a don't know. So there are a few things that I'm not quite questions that not quite answered yet, since they haven't. Well, there's no direct evidence, such as Poise, for example. I really want to know if Poise is coming back or not, since I would like to know which game I need to practice on. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, so that question really didn't get answered much with the trailer, because I've watched it through a couple of times and it seems inconsistent on how often the player was getting stunned by certain weapons and such. Ooh, turpentine. So yeah, there's that to be answered. I mean, will I be able to, for example, just voice tank in PvP or what? Other impressions, it appears pyromancy might be gone again, considering that the spells, the fire-related spells were actually being cast using a what looks to be a staff. So that suggests somewhat that pyromancy is going to be completely gone again. Whether that's a bad thing or not, I'm not entirely sure. Oops, didn't want to use that. Because regardless of how much I actually use pyromancy in PvP, I'm not going to deny it is a little bit on the overpowered side and bollocks. I just fell to my death in a ridiculously stupid way. So yeah. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah. As I said, as much as I actually do use pyromancy a lot in PvP, I wouldn't deny it is pushing overpowered, because at the end of the day it is fixed damage, I mean, it's just like the Chaos and Elemental weapons in general. You don't really need any stats to use it. I mean, all you really need is the Crown of Dusk, the Bellowing Dragon's Crest, and enough souls to buy to max out your Pyromancer Flame, and then you can quite easily make a build at level, say 11, and just keep invading and one-shotting new players, which, let's be honest, is a douche thing to do. Well, and it also does an absolute shit ton of damage. I mean, even at the 130 levels during the live streams, I mean, hell. I mean, one hit with that will pretty much sometimes nearly one-shot some, well, not one-shot people, but depending on their fire defense. I've definitely taken over half their health away. Which, for builds that you don't need any real requirements for, I mean, the 45 dex helps, but it isn't actually essential. I mean, you know, if you don't have 45 dex, yeah, you can't do things like your kick to Great Combustion, but you kind of see the point I'm getting at. And even at 45 dex, making a 45 dex build isn't difficult. It certainly doesn't take, you certainly have a lot of soul levels left if you choose the right starting class, and you only invest in dex and as much strength as you actually need to choose your weapons. So there is that, and I can equip my light crossbow now. So yeah, Pyromancy being turned back into a magic, it's not bad. Now we're onto magic and that sort of thing. Some interesting points to make. Now most of us know and accept that magic is kind of pushing OP on some degree, especially dark magic. Certain people might disagree on that one, but that's irrelevant. An interesting point, though, related to that is the fact that if you actually watch the gameplay when they're actually using spells, it appears they require actually use up your character's stamina as well as a spell charge, which is interesting, and it definitely means certain tactics such as shall we say Wrath of God spamming might no longer be possible, which would be very much welcome actually for me, because Wrath of God spamming is probably the easiest way to win possible, and I better come down here and save a Strava before he gets himself killed. Because I'm going to need him to survive so I can get the well, he'll give us a upgrade material later for quality, to make quality weapons, and I kinda want it. And Bugger, have I used all my crescent? Not my... Oh well. So I can farm grass later, or I can just duplicate it. Which is another reason why grass was a big problem for PvP in this game. Because you don't even have to farm it. You can actually just use a glitch to dupe it, which I might actually show you. You know, or maybe not. But yeah, there's a glitch to duplicate it and any other item. Which means that you pretty much have oh fucking hell. Don't get me. Oh, there we go. So yeah, consider it. Oh, a nice shield. Brilliant. I get one of the better shields in the game this early, which is a rare drop, and I can't even use it. But let me see. Currently we have 4 different types of healing items so far, and all of them can be duped to 99, which should give you an idea of how bad people healing in the middle of PvP fights is in this game. Yeah. And considering other things like blessed weapons and the regenerator's ring, etc. Yeah. There is some pretty abusable stuff in this one. So yeah, so other things back to Dark Souls 2. It appears that they've improved the AI, which is a good thing, I guess, and you won't be able to abuse certain things anymore, but it'll be nice from a challenge standpoint. Where the fuck is that dragon? It should be on its way. Obviously it isn't for some reason, and bollocks! Ah, fuck Halberd. God, I hate them guys. Oh my god, this is gonna be a pain in the arse. Where's that? 3 fucking spearmen. I can't remember if these guys heal or not. Oh well, we'll just outrange them and try and stun them to death. Let me see. Other things I've been seeing about Dark Souls 2. Apparently they've changed the characters class, how character classes work now. So unlike Demon Souls and Dark Souls, where you choose a starting class and you would get all your gear and that would dictate what you start with, instead, by the sounds of it, what happens is you choose when you start, you actually choose your stats first, and then the game will assign you equipment that goes with it. Or at least that's by what it sounds like. Oh, bugger! Fucking crossbowmen. So for example, if you I'm taking it that means if you give yourself a load of intelligence to start with, then it will give you mage gear and such. How it's going to dictate armor though would be interesting. For a couple of points. I mean, what's it going to do if you, for example, try setting up a hybrid build to start with? I mean, will it, if I put most of my starting points in, say, dexterity and intelligence, will it start me with a dex weapon and a catalyst, or however it works? Oh, bloody hell. Shit. So yeah, that's some things that I'm thinking about. Another thing that has me worried a little bit are these so-called sunlight stone things they were discussing, which appear to be a healing item, where you use them and then it slowly regenerates your health. Yeah, that is something I'm mildly concerned about. Jesus Christ. For various reasons. I mean, humanity is already people spamming humanity and price is already a pain in the arse. So yeah. Okay, so back to what we're actually doing, since, as I say, I died and had to run back here, which is among the reasons why I started talking about that. We got a first look at the phalanxes, which, as you probably know, there was a throwback enemy in the painted world like these, and they're pretty much exactly the same as what you'd imagine. So they've got a shield on the front and what looks to be tar on the back of them. Now these enemies are obviously take a lot of them, a pretty large beating from the front, and they're pretty soft at the back. Another major thing is that they're weak against fire, which is why I haven't used my fire bombs or my turpentine, which is the same as the resin buff in Dark Souls, and I did that for a specific reason. It's also the reason I'm actually using the bastard sword, even though I can't actually use it one-handed, and it is causing annoyances and issues. But I will show you that in a sec. First, I'm just going to quickly run back to the Nexus and upgrade the weapon I'm using. So, see you in a sec. Okay, so I'm back again. Now, as I was just briefly saying before we went in, there's actually two reasons why I've got this weapon, and I've upgraded it, both of which are for the boss here. Which I guess we'll just get ready. And this is the phalanx. And the phalanx is basically made up of loads of these little guys. And the reason why I've chosen the bastard sword is because number one, it has these large horizontal swings, but unlike small weapons, it doesn't deflect when you hit their shield on the front. So I can just swing at them and go right through, and the fire will damage them through the shield, but I won't get the deflection that small weapons do. Fucking hell, and I'm doing a terrible example of this. And yeah, and firebombs work pretty well as well. But yeah, the starting boss on this is actually pretty damn fucking hell. You can't turn mid-throw on this. Yeah, the starting boss is pretty easy. Just pelt it with throw fire bombs at it, like that. And use the turpentine to buff your weapon. And run in, just swing like a madman. It is actually very... But yeah, here's the point I was making. You can get in, you can just start swinging and hit them straight through their shields at the front, because their shields don't block much fire damage, and a large weapon like this won't deflect. So there we are, the first boss is dead, and I've got a trophy for it. So yeah, we will go back to the Nexus.
Welcome back. The monumental awaits the above. The monumental will explain the nexus to thee.
Okay, so
Still alive?
see what he has to say.
I am impressed. This
Probably just
Black-robed
pressing
maiden
as
of the Nexus
normal.
looks after the flames. She's a morose type, with eyes occluded by wax. She can control souls like no other. Bring her the souls of men and demons, and she will embolden your flesh and blood with their power. But beware. Do not devolve into a foul
Okay,
beast.
that's simple enough. And we have full health again. So I can get rid of this, and I can... Oh, flame resistance. Put that on. Okay, let's see what she has to say.
The monumental awaits the above. The monumental will explain the nexus to thee.
She's just giving us directions at the moment. And let's quickly
Hello
just
again.
talk to Thomas.
I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings, rest assured.
Okay, talk.
When the scourge came, I abandoned my wife and daughter and fled like a madman. When I came to, I was in the Nexus. I haven't dared venture outside these walls since. I wish I could do more, but I am ignorant of the world beyond these walls.
Okay, Let's talk to him a couple of more
That candle
times.
maiden cared for me during my first days
Because
in the
eventually
Nexus.
I should
She
get
says very
the
little,
opportunity to give him
but
an
has a
item.
kind heart. She's just the age my young daughter would have been. The poor, poor girl. Trapped here with her eyes occluded by wax. If only something could be done to help her. If only something could be...
Yeah, okay, well,
You have a heart.
let's try again. I should get the opportunity in a sec. There we go.
Hairpin. That belongs to my daughter. Then she didn't make it after all. My dearest little baby. May she rest in peace. May I ask you a favor? Would you mind giving up that hairpin? I'd like to have it in memory of my daughter.
Okay, so give him the hair ornament. There's not really much reason to keep it. I think you can get an item from it with the crow, but he has a
You're a
much more
saint.
valuable
Thank you.
item that I
Thank
want
you
it
so
for.
much. Oh, I mustn't forget. It's not much, but please accept this as thanks. I'm a bit ashamed to say, but I found it one day, discarded on the main road. But it seems to possess a strange power. Anyway, I feel that you should have it. It will be happier in your hands.
Ooh, the dialogue's a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. Ring of Herculean Strength. Now this will actually boost the amount I can carry on my person, which would should allow me to thingy. And here are the clerics. They're finally here. But yeah, it will increase what I can carry, so I'll probably be using that during
I lived below
farming
Barataria
runs.
Castle. King Aland left on some strange business.
Here's a bit of lore for you.
Demons in tow. Soon, the land was ravaged by demons and soul-starved madmen. My spine shudders just to think about it. If I did not have my miracle stone shard, a keepsake of my grandfather, I may not have survived.
I don't really know why I'm talking to her at the minute, because I
If
don't
I
really
did not
want
have
the
my
faith stone that she gives you. But there we go.
Oh, you must be another disciple of
Probably
God.
actually have enough.
I too am on a quest
faith
to fight
actually
the
to learn
demons in the
miracles.
name of the Lord. May I share God's power?
Let's
I
have a look at my
see. I
stats
pray.
quick. Oh, no, it's not stats, that's world tendency, which I think we'll go over sometime. Yes, I have 10 faith, which would allow me to actually, not quite enough to use second
I have
chance,
sinned.
but
I swore allegiance to Saint Urbain, but was of no use to him.
it's enough to
And
just
now I have
use
run away
miracles,
and abandoned his honourableness.
because they don't seem to scale too well in this game, or at least the most useful ones have set effects that don't really scale. So let's, yeah, you've been this side, might as well go to see what the other side has to say.
What do you want, brute?
Of
I
course
have
he
no
won't say
use for
much to
miscreants
us,
like yourself. Away with you.
because we don't have enough intelligence to learn magic, so yeah, he won't talk to us. So we will run off to see the monumental and advance the story a bit. So yeah, we have an upcoming cutscene, which I will let you watch in peace for a minute, and I think I might have run past him maybe. He is here somewhere, and I think I've ran right past him because this takes you up to... Nope, I haven't run past him. Here he is.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons. I am one of the Monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality. There is something thou needest to know. Once, we too, a scourge of demons faced. In the distant past, under a benevolent rule, the world was united owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. Across the land seeped a colorless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to his slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and half the world lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what land still remained, we entrusted 6 elders with 6 precious archstones. 1 to the king of a small yet diligent land. 1 to the king of the burrowers underground. 1 to the wise queen of the great ivory tower. 1 to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls. 1 to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen. And the last to the great giants of the northern lands. The archstones were placed at nodes across the earth. We contained the Old One inside this nexus and banned the soul arts. Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality. Alas, the other monumentals have perished, and only I remain.
Okay, so now we can actually go to the other levels.
Now it is your turn. You must lull the Old One back to its slumber, and seal it away for all eternity.
So yeah,
If not,
yada yada yada.
the deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to accept this mission?
Well, we accept the mission to save the world. Yeah, why not?
Yes, we are fortunate indeed to have you. Now, go forth and destroy every last demon. The Old
Talk
One,
about genocide.
without demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek and lure you to its bosom.
Okay, there we go. So he wants us to kill all the demons, then find the big nasty one and ask it very nicely to piss off or something to that effect. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, I really like the Nexus. Say some people don't quite like it as much as the Dark Souls have, the more open world system that Dark Souls has, but I kind of like this. Although then again, it's just that I think it looks better than Firelink. That's irrelevant. So, yep, I think that is everything that I intended to do today. I think we'll quickly just go down and level up. That might be the last thing to left to do at the minute, because I can level up now. And as I said before, I intend to move towards a quality build, which means I need 31 strength and 50 dexterity to max out quality weapons. This will obviously mean I'm going to take a hit on HP, but that's irrelevant. I'm not going to be PvPing with this.
Old One back to its ancient slumber.
Ooh, and she's given us some stones. Yep. Okay. Okay, first let's just pop all these. That's it, I think. Let me see. Oh, of course, Phalanx's soul isn't up there, which I will be using because I don't really have any use for the scraping spear in this. Because neither do I intend to invade and troll people, and it's not really that good for anything else. So yeah, we'll just use all these up and then. There we are, lead demon soul. Use. So now I have quite a nice amount of souls to level up with.
What is it? Dost thou seek soul
Does
power?
thou seek soul power? Why, yes we do.
So be it. After all, thou requirest strength. Go forth, touch the demon inside me. Let these ownerless souls become thine own.
Yeah, I am going to avoid making any jokes
Soul
on
of the mind, key
that
to
line.
life's ether.
Okay, so let me see.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended.
Okay,
So the world might be mended.
1,000. Yeah, we'll bring them up to about here at the minute. That looks fine.
As for me, I am only here to tend to the flames. I keep the candles lit and serve the brave demon slayers who are trapped here.
Okay, so let's see if we can
Art thou
one
done?
hand now.
Main
No,
thine
I still can't. What is
strength
the bloody strength requirement for this? 18. Of course, unlike Dark Souls, we don't actually get a penalty for not being able to, a swing penalty for not being able to use it, but there we go. Which is a very good reason why some of them are abusable. Okay, so there is episode number 2. Couple of things well, it's just really one question I was going to ask, whether or not to do PvP videos for Demon Souls. I'd like to hear what you think about that idea, because with the potential of Dark Souls 2 not having poise, I want to get some practice back in with that limitation. And it's unlike Dark Souls, I don't want it to just be one way. So yeah, leave in the comments whether or not you'd like to see that. And also, as I mentioned at the start, I am using a slightly different microphone configuration, so tell me if it sounds okay. Okay, so for that, let's see if I can get this to work. Yeah, okay, let's just have a look at these for a second. I'll move left. There we go. I'm still can't get that to work properly, so we will eventually get that to work. See ya.